sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Come on, back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Wow, first play of the game sees 75 yards. These people haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first down throw for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt on the first drive.
They've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. He'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's third and 9. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Texans at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start hurts them there a bit. Backs them up to 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in there on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and going. Dobbins. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 46. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
And to go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive to take over, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Tackle made by Chase Young. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott with a catch made by Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Browns. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys have now moved out in front. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick return, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Shifts past him at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Ready. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver run, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. York now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chase Young busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Off the play fake, Prescott. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Back to throw again. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, set. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Texans scoop it.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return. Everything synced up well, blocked well, everything was going great. And then they end up dropping the football.
And a nice job, though, to make that football come out defensively.
It was. Give them credit for making that happen. But, boy, I just feel the pain of that poor guy on the sidelines. All diagrammed well. And it ends up poorly.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Prescott to throw on 4th.
Got a man, it's Schwartz complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
from 10 yards out.
And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
King going to look to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
52
Back to throw now on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's go.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
3-3. Fight. 97. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Browns are going to take... of the football.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. Set. Cut.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Hold Ultra. Ultra.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Texans on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked him 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Pickens on the slant.
Touchdown, Texans.
George Pickens,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands-on hits, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 28 yards.
Well, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. What you can control here is how the final plays develop.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. George Pickens. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Here we go.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And the Browns are able to put it on the carpet. It's out. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your...
And my goodness, another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Now back to throw.
Finds Pickens out right.
He's at the 50. 30. 10. Touchdown, Texans.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before we tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Browns. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 48 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also close. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But
there he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Complete at the 1. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here right now.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
198 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Henry. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Ready.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Well, Prescott here to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this past the 20-yard line.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to say. That's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Christian Harris. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep